This portion of Local Lifestyles is sponsored by Pet Supplies Plus.
Pet Supplies Plus is a busy, bustling business right next door to Schnucks on South Green River Road. Joanne Fink is the owner. She's back with us this morning. It's good to see you.
Good to see you. I have Hannah here, too. She's our team member of the year, and she's got a ferret with her.
Oh, I got a ferret with her. Well, what's the ferret's name?
It's Pugsley.
Oh, right. Well, it's a cutie. Well, let's talk about pets, Joanne, because so often children want a new pet for Christmas. So what's your advice before a family buys?
I think a family really needs to do a lot of research into what animal they're bringing into their home. For example, there's a lot of people who want chinchillas, and they really are not an appropriate pet for small children. They're very nocturnal. They have floating ribs. Ferrets, Hannah has 5 ferrets, but they take up a lot of time, and they need constant cleaning and attention. So finding out, really what is involved in owning that pet is super important, because we don't want to see those pets having to be surrendered.
Well, of course, and we hear that from the animal shelters almost every year about people who got their children some animal and then they wind up back in the shelter. So what choices do people have when they come to Pet Supplies for a pet for the family?
We have some really cool choices. One of the easiest pets to have is a snake. This is Foster, and Foster makes his appearance every year. This is Jessica. She's been with us for 5 years now. So she and Foster make their appearance with you every year. He's Jeff's banana ball python. And honestly, reptiles are really easy to take care of with the proper lighting and feeding and food. So that's always a good consideration. But with any pet, we just say you need to really talk to us and do your research about what you're going to bring in. But, you did mention about the shelters, Andrew. Right now, Vandenberg Humane Society has 100 dogs, 398 cats, and 14 guinea pigs, rats, and I think a partridge in a pear tree.
Right.
So if you're really looking at an animal, I think you should also consider adopting a shelter pet. But then again, too, you still have to do your research.
Right. And, I'm appreciating the educational piece of what you're doing right now, walking with the customers through what the home environment is and what their needs are. That's really a great service, Joanne.
Yeah, it's really important. People loaded up on animals during COVID, and we're seeing a lot of them in the shelters. It also stressed the vets, and people were having trouble getting their pets spayed and neutered, which is their first commitment. So like Paws, we have Paws kittens at the store. They spay or neuter the animals before they even put them out for adoption, and that's a big help.
It is a big help, and that funding is always needed. Well, I have a beautiful gift basket that we're going to give away to a lucky viewer in just a minute. Can you tell us some of the things that are inside the basket?
You know what? I can't, Angie. And you know why? Because manager Kelsey put that together, and then she gave it to you guys when you had a baby. So I'm sure there's some really cool Christmas treats and toys and a bed, I believe. In there.
You are absolutely correct. That's pretty darn good for not having put it in there yourself. All kinds of great little doggy toys and pet toys. So do you have special hours, Joanne, this holiday season?
We're not really expanding our hours anymore. We will close a little bit earlier on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, and we'll be closed Christmas Day, so that our staff can spend time with their families. But don't worry, the animals are all taken care of.
That's great to know. It's good to see you, Joanne. And we have a winner for the basket, and we'll make sure that they are notified. There they are. Rosemary Craig from Owensboro. Congratulations, Rosemary. Joanne, thank you. Have a great holiday season.
Thanks, Angie.
We'll be back with more Local Lifestyles right after this. Stick around.
This portion of Local Lifestyles is sponsored by Pet Supplies Plus.